house at 912 Fulton was built by a lumberman named Daniels. His name is still in the sidewalk.
Yeah, that's
It was built in 1928. And then Daniels lived, I don't know how long he lived into it, but he eventually sold it to Paul Kornberg, who had two daughters, Paula Kornberg and Adele Kornberg. And
well, that was a hell of a fine house.
yeah, and then in 1940, Dad bought that house from Paul Kornberg, who was with the Rapid River Milling Company, for $5,500.
What a buy.
And he didn't have the cash money to buy it, so he borrowed it from a very close friend, Tom Collins, who ran the Black Hills Oldsmobile at 5th and Main in Rapid City. And then a year or so after that, Tom Collins passed away, and shortly thereafter, Mrs. Collins married Bill Campbell, who didn't like Joe Schmid. So he immediately called to have Joe Schmid pay off the note in full. And Dad didn't have the money to do this, so he called up Brother Ed down in San Antonio. And I think it was San Antonio. And Ed agreed to lend him the money to pay off Bill Campbell. And,
What year was that, Bob?
about 1940.
I left in 1942, and they still.
I think it's about 1943. That's when Dad was working for Northwest, Morris Adelstein from Northwestern Engineering. Well, I think he was down in McCook, Nebraska. And anyway, he got Bill Campbell paid off, and then he paid Ed off in 3 or 4 years. But that's how it happened. It was built by the Daniels, and Daniels are the people that sold the lumber company to Connect. Connect Lumber Company.
Do you know the story of the 2 petrified stumps at the end of the sidewalk? Where those were trees that were cut down.
Those came from the petrified forest near
2 of them.
Yeah.
On Highway 79 going towards Sturgis.
Is that right? There's a petrified forest in South Dakota?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
And it's amazing.
I never saw it either.
Yeah.
I don't know who the hell it was, but they went up there and they said that those petrified forests don't belong to the house. And the guy said, well, they're mine now.
That's the way it was with that case of scotch down in, in that crawl space under the, in that big room downstairs.
You have another piece of
What
toast.
Kornberg left.
There's a case of
Kornberg left a case of scotch.
No.
No?
Kornberg
Kornberg left
wanted it back. Dad says that's part of the deal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
I knew there was a crawl space down in that recreation room in the basement.
I got that, Aunt Sue.
Huh?
I got that, Aunt Sue. I got that on film.
What did I say?
Oh,
But no, Dad
I'll
did-
show you the rerun.
When did Dad start the insurance company? Is that right?
Dad started National Finance and Investment Company in August of 1931. He didn't have the money to start it, so he took a partner in by the name of T.B. Thorson. And T.B.
A drunk and a womanizer.
He was having more fun with Ruth Hopkins than he was with Ernest Thorson.
He ultimately got hit by a car and got killed across the street
Oh my.
from
West Main Street. He was going over to get a jug of booze from Wally Dow's liquor store. Hit him and killed him.
Well, when your number's up, your number's up.
Yep. And then Bernice, she bought the Alpine Hotel in Hill City. And to this day, she didn't own it, she passed away. But To this day, Grace now, when we wanna go out to eat, we go up to the Alpine Inn in Hill City
Yeah.
and get a steak dinner. Get the $5.95 steak dinner,
Oh,
baked
nice.
potato, and a filet mignon,
And a
6
salad.
ounce.
Right now, this day, today?
$19.99.
$5.95 for the small one.
That's worth the drive.
That is, it's a small
We
one.
don't,
but
we
it's
go
way
up there
plenty
all the
big. It's
time,
that
except we
thick
don't
and
go
this
there in the
round.
summertime,
So
because you gotta stand in line forever to get
Yeah,
the
I suppose.
The
we were
tourists.
there a
know.
couple of weeks
Bernice
ago.
owned that?
Hmm?
Bernice
With
Thorson
Barb
owned
and
it?
Paul.
She owned that hotel and, she bought
There
that
was
with her
people
estate
standing in
money.
line, but we went up
Why? I
at
don't
5
know.
o'clock. I mean, we went up to be in line, the very
Seduced me
first
once.
ones.
Bernice tried to seduce me.
You got
once.
me on.
What kind of a car
can't
did
see?
they crash in, your grandparents?
Her grandparents? Oh, brand new Studebaker.
Studebaker,
Studebaker president.
Always.
brand new one, huh?
Grandpa got a new Studebaker president every 2 years.
Yeah.
And you know, the defrosters were lousy in those days. They didn't work very good. And Grandpa knew that train had already gone by there, so he didn't bother looking. But it so happened that train was 10 minutes late that day.
Oh.
And that
I
when
think that's
Grandpa
really
was
something.
crossing the railroad. There's no.
I
all
think it's
they
something
had
to go
was a
together. I'd
wooden
like that
marker
to happen to
there.
me.
Yeah. I have
That we
heard
could
that.
go together, huh?
Yeah,
I think
the
that's-
train was late.
Yeah,
God
That's
was
why
good to
Grandpa
us.
was killed, because he'd always pull out his watch.
I mean, they were
Well,
way up in their 80s.
10:20 or whatever it was.
Gosh, yeah.
Looked at his watch instead of looking. at
And
the
he knew
tracks.
that was the exact time that train went through. But it was 10 minutes late.
Is this the car you went to Lake Miltona in, all you guys?
No,
No.
it was an open touring Hudson.
That was way before that. They only got 3 kids there, haven't they?
That looked like about 19.
Bernard, Edwin, Viola,
Oh, I guess that's right, yeah.
and mother. And Dad took the
Yeah.
picture. What kind of car would you say that was? A Buick
I'd say
or a
that's a
Chevrolet?
1928.
Have you been in
Chevy.
Rapid City lately then?
December.
Wouldn't prove it by
You
me.
were, oh.
Maybe if you had a
Okay, it's about
magnifying
48.
glass,
I
you could see
remember those
that.
little, I remember those little lights
What'd you
on
do?
the back of the hood.
Takes
There
me
were only
3
3
days to
kids there,
drive.
Viola and Bernard
We-
and Ed.
Yeah, that's right.
We
I-
were in Sun
Well,
City.
that must have been
We have a
prior to
place in Sun City and
1919 then.
Place
Yeah.
in Rapid City. We just got back the 1st of May.
'Cause
You're
that's
still
the
on
year I
Cleveland.
appeared.
Holy smokes, how old was Viola then?
Phyllis.
Well, I was 2
We're
years
up in
older than I
Arrowhead
am.
Estates.
That'd be a,
Huh?
That is up in Arrowhead Estates. I
you were
could
born in
see- I could
1919,
see
you
the
weren't there.
Buildings
Huh?
down at the bottom.
Maybe they had a babysitter for you, huh?
How far apart are you two?
3 years.
Leonard's older. By
Come
3.
on. now.
No, he's a lot younger.
Oh, that's right. George and Fran.
He's only
Francis
80.
said
He's
no.
only 80. He's 84.
He better not be.
He cheats at cribbage, though, George does.
George is an 84. What's he?
I had, hell no, I'm born 22.
Okay.
He was born 19. But you know what, Sue?
But
I drew to a 9-10 Jack King. No, I had 2 Jack, a 10, and a King. And I held those, and you know what I drew? You turned over
another.
a Queen.
He is the luckiest thing yet. Not yet.
I did the same.
He had cards you wouldn't
I
believe.
did the same thing on the next hand.
Did you skunk me? I think you skunked me.
Yeah.
I took
That was
that
the wrong
picture.
thing to do,
I
George.
took that picture with my
What can I do? I couldn't put on the brake.
chronograph.
Well, I mean, to me it was.
Took it on glass 4x5 plate.
Well, do you wanna go play some slots? Or, I mean, they
Well, I
probably
don't
only
know,
got
Grace.
21.
That depends
They
on.
probably got blackjack and you like to play blackjack.
Blackjack. I hate
I
slots.
doubt it. I doubt it. I think it's all slot machines.
Yeah,
If
that's what it
that's what
sounded
it
like.
says. That's what's there. I think Delaware is only legal for slots.
Oh,
That and the lottery is all they have.
well.
So Aunt Grace, there's plenty of people going. Just hitch a
Oh,
ride with
that's
somebody else and
Delaware.
get
That's not New
Uncle
Jersey.
George's money.
Well,
Go without him.
Sue is going. Sue wants to go and I wanna go.
There, see, you don't need Uncle George. Just take his money and go have fun.
Yeah.
Hand it over, George.
She's got more money than I've been spending mine.
I got
She's a rat hole in hers.
Well, yeah, but I gotta pay for the big dinner yet here, so.
You probably want me to pay for that, so take your money. Oh, I see.
Look at that.
Jeez.
That's a great
That's what you
machine.
get?
Yeah, that's great. Know what the hell you're taking even. Now, will that appear while you're shooting?
This is exactly what I'm filming right now.
Is that right?
It's a hotel.
You're filming something?
If Larry doesn't